Hello, my fellow thinkers and seekers of wisdom, and welcome to Quotable Skeptic. I'm your content creator, and on this channel, we embark on a journey through the world of ideas inspired by quotes and driven by my own thoughts. But let me share something unique about this space. I've faced some extraordinary challenges, a disability and a lack of formal education, that haven't deterred my passion for knowledge and content creation. With a trusty AI companion, ChatGPT, I craft articles that challenge conventions and open new intellectual horizons. Why the AI voice, you ask? It's all about making knowledge accessible, breaking barriers, and ensuring that everyone, no matter their circumstances, can join the conversation. So, without further ado, let's explore the profound world of quotes and musings right here at Quotable Skeptic.
Before we dive into our video, let me introduce Steve Allen. Steve Allen was an American comedian, actor, writer, producer, and composer. He is best known for his work on the late-night talk show, The Tonight Show, which he hosted from 1956 to 1957. Allen was also a prolific author, writing over 50 books on a variety of topics, including atheism, religion, and philosophy. Allen was a vocal atheist throughout his life. In his book Meeting God in Miami, 1960, he wrote that he believed in the brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God, but not in the existence of a personal God. He also argued that religion is not necessary for morality, and that ethics can be based on human reason and compassion. Allen's atheism was controversial at the time, but he was one of the first public figures to speak openly about his disbelief in God. He helped to break down the taboo surrounding atheism and made it more acceptable for people to express their doubts about religion. Allen's atheism was also influenced by his personal experiences. He was raised in a religious family, but he began to question his faith as a young man. He was particularly troubled by the problem of evil in the world. He could not understand how a loving God could allow so much suffering. Allen's atheism led him to become a humanist. He believed that the purpose of life is to make the world a better place and to live a life of compassion and morality. He was also a strong advocate for free speech and religious tolerance. Allen's atheism was an important part of his life and his work. He helped to make atheism more acceptable in American society and paved the way for other public figures to speak openly about their disbelief in God. Title: The Futility of Prayer, a Sobering Reality. In a world where hope and desperation often drive people to seek divine intervention through prayer, the words of Steve Allen offer a stark and sobering perspective on the practice. While prayer has been a cornerstone of religious faith for millennia, it's essential to examine whether it yields tangible results or is simply a ritual with limited real-world impact. Allen's quote highlights the fundamental question: does prayer have a meaningful impact on the natural world, or are the outcomes we attribute to it merely coincidental or the result of natural processes? Praying for rain, a meteorological matter. The act of praying for rain is a familiar one in many cultures. In times of drought or agricultural distress, people turn to prayer, hoping for divine intervention to relieve their suffering. While there may be instances where rain follows prayers, it's crucial to understand that these events can often be explained by natural meteorological processes. Rainfall patterns are governed by complex atmospheric conditions, such as temperature, humidity, air pressure, and wind patterns. These factors interact to create weather systems that bring rain to certain areas while leaving others dry. Praying for rain does not alter these meteorological forces, and any subsequent rainfall is a result of these natural processes, not divine intervention. Praying for floodwaters to recede, natural cycles at play. Similarly, when communities face the devastating impact of flooding, they may turn to prayer as a source of comfort and hope. In these moments of crisis, people seek relief from the rising waters and the havoc they wreak on homes and livelihoods. When the floods eventually recede, it is a testament to the cyclical nature of weather patterns and natural drainage processes. The absence of prayers during such events does not prevent floodwaters from abating. Floods subside because water naturally seeks its level and recedes as the excess flows away or evaporates. Once again, it is the inherent laws of nature, not divine intervention, that determine the outcome. The limitations of prayer. Steve Allen's quote underscores the reality that prayer alone does not hold the power to manipulate the natural world. While it can provide emotional comfort, solace, and a sense of connection to one's faith or community, it does not alter the course of natural events. The world operates based on scientific principles and natural laws that have been studied and understood by experts in various fields. The efficacy of prayer in influencing these processes remains unverified and unproven. In conclusion, while prayer serves a valuable role in the lives of many individuals and communities, it is essential to recognize its limitations. Praying for rain or for floodwaters to recede may offer psychological relief and a sense of hope, but these outcomes are primarily driven by natural phenomena. It is a sobering reality that invites us to appreciate the wonders of the natural world and the importance of understanding and addressing its challenges through science and reason. From the article and Steve Allen's quote, we can learn several important lessons. 1. The power of prayer is subject to scrutiny. The article encourages us to critically examine the effectiveness of prayer in influencing natural events. It suggests that while prayer can provide emotional support, it does not appear to have a direct impact on the natural world. This highlights the importance of applying rational thinking to religious practices. 2. Understanding natural processes. The article emphasizes the role of natural processes in phenomena like rainfall and flooding. It underscores the idea that these events can be explained by scientific principles, such as meteorology and hydrology. This highlights the significance of understanding and appreciating the mechanisms behind natural occurrences. 3. Recognizing the limitations of prayer. Steve Allen's quote, as featured in the article, emphasizes the limitations of prayer in manipulating the physical world. It encourages us to recognize that while prayer may offer psychological comfort and hope, it does not override the laws of nature. This underscores the need for a balanced approach that combines faith with scientific understanding. 4. Appreciating the natural world. The article invites us to appreciate the marvels of the natural world. It reminds us of the beauty and complexity of the natural processes that govern our planet, from meteorological patterns to the cyclical nature of water systems. This serves as a reminder of the importance of studying and respecting the natural world. In summary, the article and Steve Allen's quote prompt us to engage in critical thinking, acknowledge the boundaries of prayer, and develop a deeper understanding of the natural world. It encourages us to find a harmonious balance between faith and reason, recognizing that while prayer may offer emotional support, it is the laws of nature that determine the outcomes of events like rainfall and flooding.
As we wrap up our journey today, remember that curiosity knows no boundaries. Quotable Skeptic is here to prove that passion for knowledge and content creation transcends limitations. We embrace the power of AI voice technology to make information inclusive and accessible to all. If you've enjoyed our discussions, don't forget to show some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Together, we'll continue to question the norm, explore fresh perspectives, and celebrate the unquenchable thirst for understanding. Until our next exploration, this is Quotable Skeptic, where curiosity and thoughtful insights thrive.